Hey guys, Blake here at ToyTec, and today we've got a Tech Tip Tuesday for you. Show you how to install some sliders on a 4Runner with KDSS. So, on the frame rail of a 4Runner with KDSS on the driver's side, Toyota puts all this fun stuff along the frame rail that you have to work around to put the slider on. So there are some brackets you want to remove. But first things first, go out, pressure wash or wipe down the frame, get any mud, dirt, just anything that would cause corrosion or something when you sandwich that slider to the frame. So to remove the brackets, you're going to need a 12mm socket wrench, and you want to start with this first bracket at the front here. It's just like a big metal guard. This will go back on after the sliders. This metal guard here can stay. We need to remove this bracket right here, as well as 3 other ones here going towards the back of the frame. Now that you have all your brackets disconnected from the frame rail, you can take this line right here and carefully kind of pull it away from the frame rail. That way you can slide this piece of the slider up under there and bolt it in. Before you start putting bolts in, you can take one of the bolts that's supplied and start running it through all the holes that you're going to mount your slider to. If your truck's been through the salt or the dirt or out on a trail, you'll more than likely have bolt holes that are filled with dirt and just other crud. So clean those out and get a second hand or some jack stands to help you hold this slider up. Okay, so now that you have another helping hand or some jack stands, take the slider and you can leave the protective foam and wrap on there to kind of protect the body at the bottom if it's painted. So take the slider, slide it up under the KDSS hydraulic hoses, and then I like to start with the forwardmost bolt holes to locate it on the frame, and we'll put those in and start tightening. Now that you have your slider located on the frame where it needs to be, and you can tell the bolt holes all line up as you look around it, these factory brackets will bolt back to the frame, sandwiched to the slider with the hardware that's provided with them. And just go along, add all your hardware, and start tightening. And once all your hardware is in, this is where a hand comes in to help. Push up on the slider and then tighten all your bolts down. Once you have all your bolts in the frame rail, go ahead and level this slider out how you like it. It has some movement up and down. Tighten all your bolts down, and then we'll move on to the other side, which would be a whole lot easier. So come on with me over here. So as you can see, the passenger side is going to be much easier. Again, clean the frame rail off, clean your bolt holes out. As you can see, there's some rocks and dirt in that. The only bracket on the passenger side that needs to be removed is this one bracket for the emergency brake line, and it basically goes the same exact way. So the passenger side is definitely much easier.